Let's now focus on a story that touches on Kenya and South Sudan. 4.5 weeks after 5 Kenyans went missing in South Sudan's capital, that's Juba, the families are still searching for seemingly elusive answers. Family and friends of the 5 staged a demonstration outside the Nairobi Foreign Affairs office. Timothy Otieno reports.
29th of May 2015 is a day the family and friends of these 5 Kenyans would rather not remember. 32-year-old Anthony Munialo, 25-year-old Ravish Ramesh, 31-year-old Boniface Chuma, 27-year-old Peter Muriuki, and 31-year-old Anthony Wazome were allegedly arrested in Juba by President Salva Kiir's police forces. They claimed that their Sudanese boss, a Mr. Tom, had defrauded Kiir's government of money to the tune of $20 million. The 5 were working for an ICT company in the capital, and little has been seen or heard from them since. Family and friends of the 5 staged a hunger strike outside the Ministry of Foreign Affairs head office in Nairobi, claiming little is being done to bring the men back home. Men they say were arrested unlawfully for a crime they did not commit.
We are wondering which charges are levied against our boys. Nothing. Them themselves, they admitting that these guys have done nothing.
Meetings held between the family and ministry officials indicate that the 5 were detained as state witnesses, a claim refuted by a section of the group.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been lying to the families that a court process has happened.
The family has since been seeking audience with the Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary, writing a letter on the 13th of August this year. In the letter they state, and I quote, "We are aware that they are being kept at a military camp which makes it quite dangerous for them in terms of security. We would request if we could meet with the CS Amina Mohammed to discuss the concerns of all family members." End of quote.
We have not received any copy of that letter from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Kenya here to our embassy.
We feel there's a fishy story about this thing. Because when you go to that end of South Sudan government, they're giving you a totally different story.
The family last spoke to them on August the 25th, and since then no charges have been read against them in any court.
It's so worrying, it's so devastating. You can't even sleep, you can't even eat well. You're just thinking about.
So even as the days pass by, the family and friends of the now termed South Sudan 5 remain adamant that if nothing is done soon enough, then they may be forced to demand to hear from the president himself in this specific case that they say is raising a lot of eyebrows. But for now, the hunger strike continues here at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as they demand answers as to when their friends and loved ones will be brought back home safe and sound. Timothy Otieno, KTN News, Nairobi.